Hi guys, me again. Welcome to my channel, Blue Stocking Broad. That is me or Kim. Answer to either one. And welcome to my channel. And we're gonna follow the fun again today. I had a lot of fun doing the Marie Antoinette one. Hope you enjoyed that. And I decided to take a different take. This is a suggestion from other people to do some literary characters. Wouldn't that be fun? Sorry if the camera wobbles. It's on the table, so I'm gonna do the best I can with upgrading the equipment eventually. So sorry with the wobbly camera. We're gonna do some more tarot this time too. And we're gonna talk about a very iconic literary couple, Mr. Darcy and Lizzie Bennet from Pride and Prejudice. I'm sorry, I totally blanked on the names. But yes, we will do the Darcys, I guess, eventually or something. I can't remember. I watched the movie a while back. Never read the books because I'm not the biggest Jane Austen fan. I appreciate her, but not a big fan of reading her stuff. So, but again, this video is for entertainment purposes and for educational purposes. I realize that, you know, lots of people do tarot stuff online, and I think it's great. And I think there are a lot of great readers out there, but this is more of an educational thing. I am teaching a class next month in person, so this kind of helps me practice and brush up on my skills. So come along with me and we'll see what the cards say about Lizzie Bennet and Mr. Darcy. This is kind of a couple reading this time. Tarot is an old form of divination. There are lots of divination practices in all kinds of cultures, but tarot is kind of the standard open one that we all engage with on some regular, semi-regular basis, more than the other divination methods, unless you practice. But it's very old, goes back to Italy, we believe, and it was popularized just as a card game in like salons and drawing rooms and things like that. And then around the 18th century, 19th century, it starts getting this sort of occult assignment with the symbology and things like that. And like there are all kinds of different tarot decks. Just pick one that calls to you or you like the art. Like there are a lot of myths around tarot, buying cards and things. Just buy the ones you want. Honestly, there's no big secret when it comes to that. These are just a tool. You need this to kind of help interpret what the cards say. So even though there is some intuitive stuff that goes along with it, but honestly, like my best advice to you is just study it initially and then build your kind of category or library vocabulary as you go along. So that's just a good little tip if you're just starting out or you're not really getting where you want to be. Just start studying, look at those keywords, pull a card a day, all that good stuff. But again, back to this. So I'm going to do, hopefully the mic doesn't pick this up too bad, but I'm going to do a couple of cards for Lizzie and then a couple of cards for Mr. Darcy. And then I'm going to do some cards in the middle to kind of highlight the story of their relationship, courtship, whatever. So I will display a picture until I get my understanding of like tech stuff. That's the way I got to do it now. And I will show you the cards. So let's do Lizzie first. Ooh, this is Justice. So it's in Italian, so it's like takes me a minute. This is considered popularly as the old Italian deck, but I know that there's an actual artist to it. I just can't remember who it is. So comment below if you know. So this is Justice. The numbering is a bit different in this deck too. Justice is usually a different number, but this is 8 in here. That's usually another card anyway. So we have Justice. I digress. And then we have the Page of Wands right there. And I'll do Darcy. And if we need clarifying cards, we'll do that too. So Darcy is the Hanged Man. And what else? Ooh, 7 of Cups. Interesting. It is kind of interesting. But let's see their courtship look. So I'm going to do 3 cards down the middle. 3 of Wands. Ten of Swords. Finally, Ace of Wands. So I'll kind of show you what I'm doing here. You can kind of all right, with Lizzie, we have here, I will show them again, the Justice card and the Page of Wands. So we're pairing this together to kind of get a better understanding of Lizzie, what her beliefs are, who her personality is, all of that. So with the Justice card, this is really about bringing truth to light, highlighting injustices, thinking it's shitty that you have to like live your whole life just to get married, to be a second-class citizen. She had a lot of independent thinkings and ideas that kind of questioned the system. And this supports that with that Page of Wands. This, to me, how I read it, is somebody very fiery. You could say, I don't want to say immature, but very kind of black and white, as in like, you know, understanding the fierceness of mind she had, with also like this kind of passion. Wands is like passion and drive and like raw energy, and this speaks to the fact that she maybe had a lot of passion and fire burning underneath, but because she was young, it wasn't fully actualized. She recognized it was there, but it was not fully embodied by her, but it was beginning. So you have that good marriage of like justice and truth and passion and fire, but also very quick-witted and very quick-minded. Now for good old Mr. Darcy. The Palm Clench. I do love that movie. It is a very good movie. So we have the Hanged Man, and his sort of clarifier or companion card is 7 of Cups, which I am chuckling at because it's very obvious. I mean, if you read tarot and if you know the story. Hanged Man speaks to no action. You can't do anything when you have the Hanged Man. And it is a major arcana song card, so it kind of speaks to an overall theme, just like with Lizzie and the Justice being a major arcana card as well. But the Hanged Man is really someone who feels ill-equipped or like just doesn't understand the whole situation. The Hanged Man is also, hey, look from it from a different perspective, but do not act on it. Just observe, take it in, and then when you're cut down, then you can act. And it's also like waiting for better circumstances. So you're just kind of waiting to see, can I move now? Can I say this now? Can I take this job now? All that good stuff. This is kind of saying, hey, wait, just look around for a minute. And the 7 of Cups speaks to many options, but not being able to choose. Too many factors, too many things that could be distractions for him or pulling him in certain ways. Like you have so many options. Like look at the cups and all their options. There's all different types of drinks in them. You can't choose, or you feel unable to choose because there's just too much. Now, I would read that with like Mr. Darcy's kind of social awkwardness. Also like not understanding the environment he's in or the way he needs to act. It's that kind of thing. So to be that adds up. And then we have their courtship or romance, and we have the Three of Wands, which is good. And then we have the Ten of Swords, which is ugh. And we have the Ace of Wands, which is so Three of Wands. So 1 to 10 in all the suits, wands, coins, or pentacles, and cups and swords. So wands speaks to fire and passion again. And 3 usually denotes like an endeavor or like a collective kind of movement. There's more than like 2 people involved. So you have this sort of group environment that they are in, or like really like their social class or social standing is kind of like expanded, but very much they work together either productively or not productively, you know, gossip, things like that. So you have this environment, this sort of debutante regency environment that all supports. And wands can also denote sex or passion or love. And you have this whole society looking for their match, all one goal. So the Ten of Swords is not a positive card, but I do take positivity out of it because 1 to 10, it's also a cycle. So we have the Ten of Swords, and it usually indicates, yeah, feeling despair, feeling down, feeling stressed, feeling like nothing's going right for me. And if you know the story, Lizzie kind of goes through that, and so does Darcy in respect. You know, they're desperate for their circumstances to change, and usually they kind of do. I mean, you hope anyway. And then so they go through kind of all this turmoil with the gossip and this and that, and she's doing that, and Darcy's doing this and whatever else. So there's a lot of despair and just sadness, honestly. Just sadness. Just feeling like your life sucks right now. But lastly, we got the Ace of Wands. And you remember when I said wands can denote sex and passion and intensity? Yeah. What happened when those two got together? Absolute fireworks. Once they got off their bullshit, to be fair. There was a lot of this. Too much of this, maybe. That was getting holding everything up. So this is how I would read this spread. If Lizzie and Darcy were in front of me, this is what I would say to them. That like, the troubles were worth it. The the shit you went through made you stronger, you know, and now you have this raw, they understand each other. They have bared their feelings and like standing naked in front of each other, like absolutely saying, this is me, take it or leave it. That's that rawness. That's that raw wands energy, that Ace of Wands. So, thoughts? This is really fun for me, and this helps me brush up on my skills and re-prepares me for teaching this, and honestly getting new insights too. Tarot is a skill, so you can just build on it, and you can always educate yourself in it. I don't think you're ever done if you really are called to this divination practice. There's just more and more to discover. So if you read yourself or you're curious about how to read for yourself, this is my whole point to these videos, is to kind of help understand the interpretations that go behind it, and not really doing it in sort of a predictive or fortune-telling way. I don't read that way. I don't. You know, you want me to tell you if you're going to have a baby? No, I'm not going to do that. I don't read like that. Everybody reads differently. This is just my ethics and stuff. I really read to give you guidance and to maybe give you a theme or something you need to kind of be mindful of when you go down this path, or when you make a connection with somebody. It's all just kind of to help keep you mindful and understanding the world around you and giving you a different perspective. So to me, that's what tarot is. I use it as a tool for personal development. But the interpretation, I think, is where sometimes you kind of need a little more clarification. Like the book gives you a lot, but the book doesn't really go into different sort of scenarios and different ways of interpreting it. So, yes. So I hope that helps. Do you agree or disagree with any of these interpretations? Please comment below. You know, I would love to know what you think, how you read this. And I plan on doing this with other people through history, through pop culture, through literary works like couples like this, or movie couples or characters or anything like that, just to kind of help show that like tarot can actually be a tool for you, and you can just read it yourself, and the more you do it, the more intuitively within you it'll be, and you can expand on that. So with that, I'll see you next time. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope this was at least educational, entertaining. So thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.